Welcome, my name is Albert. Thank you for joining me today. And today I will be talking to you guys about how to carry a conversation with a beautiful woman. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome. My name is Albert. Welcome to my returning subscribers. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of my videos. Because on this channel, I help you guys become better men and help you guys become better with women. Smash that like button so that the algorithm helps us show this content to more people out. How do you keep a conversation going with a woman, right? So we're going to first talk about principles, and then we're going to go into the meat and potatoes. Remember, guys, with anything in life, practice to get to mastery, right? You have to be dedicated to get better, persevere. You want to get better, guys. This is going to take practice. So dedicate yourself to actually getting better and taking care of this part of your life, right? Because not only will it help you attract more women into your life, but it will help you with other parts of your life, with business, work, whatever it is. Trust me, guys, it will help you keep conversations going with a lot of people because you can apply these principles to other conversations that you have with people. Okay, so the other thing that I want to talk to you guys about is that, remember, guys, when you're having a conversation with a woman, right, you want to be the one leading the conversation. You want to be leading the conversation, because if she's leading the conversation, she's going to make it boring and she's going to blame you for being boring, right? So take reins, take control of the conversation. Don't worry, I got your back on that, okay? The other thing is that when you are talking to a woman, right, you are displaying non-verbal cues, right? There are either telling her that you're high value or low value, right? So through your conversation skills, you can actually build attraction without even saying anything too crazy, but you can be doing things and saying things that could actually be hurting you, right? Conveying low value. So trust me, guys, if you're not conveying high value, you're conveying low value, right? There is no such thing as not conveying any type of value. You're either going up in her eyes or you're either going down in her eyes, right? Okay. Now the nonverbals, right? What are the nonverbals? They're things as simple as increasing the sound of your voice. If you're talking to a woman and she's always going, huh? What did you say? Excuse me? Oh, what did you say? Oh, I can't hear you. That is bad. That is horrible, right? That is just super bad. So make sure that when you are speaking, that you are enunciating your words properly and you are speaking loudly and confidently, because it shows her that you are confident in the things that you are saying. Even if the things you are saying don't make sense, at least you're conveying a level of confidence, and that is attractive to women. Remember, when you're talking to a woman, do not speak fast, right? Slow down your pace and don't be afraid of silence. Don't be afraid of silence. Most guys are afraid of silence, right? Become friends with silence. Become friends with the pauses, right? Between question and answer, right? So remember, guys, if you're talking to a woman and there is a pause, it's fine, it's okay. Okay, so that takes care of the nonverbal. Actually, there's one more thing that I want to say before we get into the meat and potato of this topic. It's when it comes to improving your conversation techniques and improving your conversation with women, I use a method called the comedian style of conversation, in that I have canned materials in my head that I know that have worked in the past. And that is where practice comes in handy, because you could have a conversation with a woman, right? With multiple women, and they could all go bad. But you could take things out of each and every single of those interactions and compile it into a conversation that is actually good. So you could have 10 bad interactions, but if you took out one thing out of each of those conversations and input it into one conversation, then you have this brilliant conversation that would make the other conversations not even matter, right? So use that approach. Take things that have worked in the past, topics that you've talked about that have worked in the past, jokes that have worked in the past, like little comments that you've made in the past. Trust me, all these little things help you in the long run, and use them in future interactions and see how they actually help your conversations grow. Okay, a girl that you're talking to, you're going to have to talk to her emotionally, with feeling, and you want to build intrigue and mystery, right? With guys, we're very factual. When we're talking with our friends, we're very factual. What happened? What time did it happen? Where did it happen? And what happened when that thing happened, right? Just facts, 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 right? With a girl, sometimes that's fine. You know, you want to know what time you guys are, if she's going to show up. You want to know what time she gets off work. Maybe you want to know what time her husband will be back home. These are questions that, you know, these are questions that, you know, you need facts and you need them now, right? But for the most part, when it comes to talking with a girl, facts don't really matter. It's how you make her feel, right? And remember, when you're having a conversation, you want to portray your personality. You want to portray intrigue. You want to portray mystery. You want to show higher value, right? For a lack of a better term. So how do you actually carry on the conversation? I've been talking for a while, and you guys are like, but what do I say? There are two ways that you can go on about it. First, you could do the question route, and the other part, you could do the statement part, right? So when you ask a girl a question, it's not interview style. Remember, guys, it's not interview style. You don't ask her a question, get an answer, and then ask another question, get an answer, and ask her another question. What you want to do is you're going to ask her a question, she's going to give you an answer, then you're going to make a statement that shows personality and a character trait about yourself, and you're going to turn it back onto her, right? So you question, she gives you an answer, you make a statement that shows character and builds intrigue, and then you're going to turn it back onto her. So how do you do this? Very simple. Let's say, I'll give you an example. Let's say you ask, let's say you ask Stacy. Stacy, where are you from? She says she's from England. That's interesting. Every year, right? Me and my friends, we love to travel, and we always choose a country that we're gonna go visit. For the past 4 years, we have been to Argentina, we have been to freaking Hong Kong, we've been to South Africa. This year, we're going to Spain. Next year, we don't know where we're going yet. We may go to England. What is one thing about England that you miss? You saw how you just took a one-word answer, right? And you've shown a bunch of character traits that are actually attractive. It shows that you travel, it shows that you have friends, and it shows that you guys are spontaneous, right? So that is one example. That is how you could go the question route. And guys, there are multiple ways that you can do this with different questions, right? But the formula is always the same. You ask a question, she gives you an answer, you make a statement that shows intrigue, that shows a character trait, and you put it back the question on her, right? The number 2 thing that I love to do is that I like to make assumptions and statements, right? So it's not just me asking her questions one after the other, right? And when I make statements to her in that it comes off as I am trying to qualify her and see if she fits in with what I am looking for in a girl. So I could say, you know what, you strike me as somebody that is very passionate about the things that she loves to do. And you strike me as someone that is very caring. You know what, you strike me as you could be a nurse or a teacher. Now here's the thing, why is that so powerful, right? Because now you have just told her, right? She's a caring person and she's passionate. Here's the thing, that could apply to anybody, right? But because you said it in such a way that it seems like so specific to her, she's going to now wonder, like, wait, why does he think about me like that? What did I do to give him that kind of impression? Does he like people like that? You know, so now she's now trying to And if she likes you, she'll actually try to now say, oh yeah, you know what, I'm very passionate, I'm blah, 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 this and that. And she will ask you about yourself. You see what I just did there? So remember that those two things are very important. Asking questions and making statements, guys. If that was too much information, just go back, rewind, rewatch this video. Trust me, just these two things, using them over and over again in conversations. And how do you actually get good at this? Practice. Like I said in the beginning, practice, practice, practice has gotten me laid hundreds and hundreds of times, right? It has helped my clients get laid hundreds and hundreds of times, okay? The last thing I will say is that in your conversation, very, very important. It's very, very important, guys, right? Because what is the number one thing that you're trying to do with your conversation skill? Create value and build attraction, right? So one thing that you want to do with every woman that you talk to is that you want to qualify her. It's very, very, very important, right? Think of traits that are very valuable to you and fashion them as questions or statements towards the girl. Like if you like a girl that is adventurous, if you like a girl that works out, if you like a girl that's spontaneous, if you like a girl that, is more of a homebody, if you like a girl that travels, craft a statement that actually puts it out there that is the kind of thing that you're looking for in a person and what does she consider herself to be. So I could say, you know what, I find that, because I like people that are, I love girls that are adventurous and spontaneous, right? So I could say something like, you know what, I find that people that are adventurous and spontaneous are usually very fun to be around, and I feel like that's what I'm really, really attracted to. If you could describe yourself, how would you describe yourself? You saw how I just took a qualifying question and I threw it back on her and I said, look, if you want to get with me, these are the things I'm looking for. And a girl that is, if you have successfully conveyed enough personality, once you start qualifying her, and obviously you're not going to start qualifying a girl at the beginning of a conversation. It's after you've had a conversation with her that you start qualifying. And if she is starting to like you and she'll actually start to qualify herself to you, right? And once she starts qualifying herself to you, you do a couple more and then you're going for the close. Whatever that close might be, whether the close is for the number, close for the date, or close for the kiss, or close to take her to your place, or sex, right? So that is the video for today. I know you guys have seen value in that. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn on post notifications so you get notified when I post videos. Hit this video with a like so the algorithm helps us get this content out to more people and helps more men out there, okay? With that, stay safe, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.